statement. I was in a restaurant with a preacher it's been some time back. I started to say not long ago, but it's been some years back. I was in a restaurant and there was a kid screaming, screaming bloody murder at one of the tables. When you got a 3- and 4-year-old child that is screaming his head off and talking to his mom and daddy like they're dirt under his feet, I really would like to take that child home and have him live with me for about 2 or 3 days and take him back. They wouldn't know him. They wouldn't recognize him. I mean, of course, he'd have some knots on him, but that, that's all. That's good for him. Amen. This old saying is, spare the rod, spoil the child. And it is true. Some children need a rod. Some children don't need anything but just a little bit, but some children need a lot. We're going to talk about that tonight. So look at me in Proverbs chapter 4. And what I'm talking about this evening, and I'm not the problems it has on children, and so I felt led of the Lord just to leave that alone, just leave all these statistics alone. So the sermon tonight is not intended to bring up the guilt of the past. You see, because sometimes when you preach things like this, people who have lived sordid lives before they got saved, the devil has a tendency to bring all that back to them. But I believe this. I believe forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth into those things which are before. And you press toward the mark of the high calling of God. If you've been washed in the blood of the Lamb, then all that stuff is forgiven and it's forgotten by the Lord. And you need to leave it where it's at. It's in the past. Leave it where it's at. Don't let the devil use it. David said that. He said, my house is not, this is a man after God's heart.
Welcome and thank you for choosing freeconferencecall.com. You're helping people muted. The recording has started.
Thanks. Man, even 5 years he goes without seeing that boy. And